The Danish royal family consists of the dynastic family of the monarch. All members of the Danish royal family, except Queen Margrethe II, hold the title of Prince, Princess of Denmark. Dynastic children of the monarch and of the heir apparent are accorded the style of Her Royal Highness, while other members of the dynasty are addressed as Her Highness. The Queen is styled Her Majesty. The Queen and her siblings belong to the House of Glücksburg, which is a branch of the royal House of Oldenburg. The Queen's children and male line descendants belong agnatically to the family de Labour de Montpezat, and were given the concurrent title Count, Countess of Montpezat by royal decree in April 2008. The Danish royal family enjoys remarkably high approval ratings in Denmark, possibly ranging from somewhere between 82% and 92%. Main members. The Danish royal family includes Queen Margrethe II and HRH Prince Consort Henrik DRH Crown Prince Frederik and Crown Princess Mary HRH Prince Christian HRH Princess Isabella HRH Prince Vincent HRH Princess Josephine TRH Prince Joachim and Princess Marie HH Prince Nikolai HH Prince Felix HH Prince Henrik HH Princess Athena, HRH Princess Benedicte, Princess of Sayn-Wittgenstein-Berleburg, Queen Anne-Marie of Greece, HH Princess Elizabeth, former member Countess Alexandra of Frederiksborg, the former wife of Queen Margrethe's youngest son Prince Joachim. Princess Alexandra lost the style of Royal Highness and was granted the lower style of Highness upon her divorce in 2005, becoming known as HH Princess Alexandra of Denmark, a style which would cease upon her remarriage. During this time she was still a Princess of Denmark and thus a member of the Danish royal family. In 2005, her former mother-in-law granted her the additional title of Grevinde af Frederiksborg, a personal title which would not be forfeited if Alexandra remarried. When she remarried on 3 March 2007, she lost the style of Highness and titular dignity of Princess of Denmark, and ceased to be a member of the royal family. Royal Family of Greece. Most of the members of the deposed Royal Family of Greece hold the title of Prince or Princess of Greece and Denmark with the qualification of His or Her Highness, pursuant to the Royal Cabinet Order of 1774 and his agnatic descendants of George I of Greece, who is the son of the future King Christian IX of Denmark, was a Prince of Denmark prior to his accession to the throne of Greece in 1863. Until 1953, his dynastic male line descendants remained in Denmark's order succession. However, no Danish act has revoked usage of the princely title for these descendants, neither for those living in 1953, nor for those born subsequently or who have since married into the dynasty. There are 3 members of the Greek royal family who are not known to bear the title of Prince SS of Denmark with the qualification of Her Highness. Marina, consort of Prince Michael of Greece and Denmark, Princess Alexandra, Mrs. Mirza HRH, Princess Olga, Duchess of Apulia. The following consorts of royal monarchs today were born with the titles of Prince, Princess of Greece and Denmark, although they are not descended from King Constantine and Queen Anne-Marie. Queen Sophia of Spain. HRH Prince Philip, Duke of Edinburgh. Royal Family of Norway. The Royal Family of Norway descends in the legitimate male line from Frederick VIII of Denmark, Queen Margrethe II's great-grandfather, Håkon VII of Norway, who was born Prince Carl of Denmark as Frederick VIII's younger son, was, like his uncle, George I of Greece, invited to reign over another nation. As with the Greek branch's descendants, members of the Norwegian line no longer have succession rights to the Danish crown, but unlike the Greek dynasts they discontinued use of Danish royal titles upon ascending the foreign throne in 1905. Counts and countesses of Rosenborg. Danish princes who marry without consent of the Danish monarch lose the dynastic rights, including royal title. The ex-dynasts are then usually accorded the hereditary title, Count of Rosenborg. They, the wives, and the legitimate male line descendants are Count Ingolf and Countess Susie of Rosenborg, Countess Josephine, Countess Camilla and Countess Theodora of Rosenborg, Count Ulrich and Countess Judy of Rosenborg, Count Philip of Rosenborg, Countess Katharina of Rosenborg, Countess Charlotte of Rosenborg, Count Axel and Countess Jutta of Rosenborg, Count Karl Johann and Count Alexander of Rosenborg, Countess Julia and Countess Desiree of Rosenborg, Count Birger and Countess Lynn of Rosenborg, Countess Benedicte of Rosenborg, Count Karl Johann and Countess Lisa Jean of Rosenborg, Countess Caroline and Countess Josephine of Rosenborg, Countess Desiree of Rosenborg, Countess Karen of Rosenborg, Count Valdemar of Rosenborg, Count Nikolai of Rosenborg, Countess Marie of Rosenborg, Countess Marina of Rosenborg. Family tree of members. Line of succession. The first law governing the succession to the Danish throne as a hereditary monarchy was the Kongeloven, enacted 14 November 1665, and published in 1709. It declared that the crown of Denmark shall descend by heredity to the legitimate descendants of King Frederick III, and that the order of succession shall follow semi-salic primogeniture, according to which the crown is inherited by an heir, with preference among the monarch's children to males over females, among siblings to the elder over the younger, and among Frederick III's remoter descendants by substitution, senior branches over junior branches. Female descendants were eligible to inherit the throne in the event there were no eligible surviving male dynasts born in the male line. As for the duchies, Holstein and Lauenburg, where the king ruled as duke, these lands adhered to Salic law, and by mutual agreement were permanently conjoined. The duchies of Schleswig, Holstein and Lauenburg were joined in personal union with the crown of Denmark. This difference caused problems when Frederick VII of Denmark proved childless, making a change in dynasty imminent, and causing the lines of succession for the duchies on one hand and for Denmark on the other to diverge. That meant that the new king of Denmark would not also be the new Duke of Schleswig or Duke of Holstein. To ensure the continued adhesion of the Elbe duchies to the Danish crown, the line of succession to the duchies was modified in the London Protocol of 1852, which designated Prince Christian of Schleswig-Holstein-Sonderburg-Glucksburg as the new heir apparent, although he was, strictly, the heir neither to the crown of Denmark nor to the duchies of Schleswig-Holstein or Lauenburg by primogeniture. Originally, the Danish Prime Minister Christian Albrecht Blom wanted to keep the separate hereditary principles, but in the end the government decided on a uniform magnatic primogeniture, which was accepted by the parliament. This order of succession remained in effect for 100 years, then the Salic law was changed to male preference primogeniture in 1953, meaning that females could inherit, but only if they had no brothers. In 2009, the mode of inheritance of the throne was once more changed, this time into an absolute primogeniture. This imposed no immediate change on the line of succession as it was then, as Prince Vincent had not yet been born. The current line of succession is the Crown Prince Frederick, Prince Christian, Princess Isabella, Prince Vincent, Princess Josephine, Prince Joachim, Prince Nikolai, Prince Felix, Prince Henrik, Princess Athena, Princess Benedicte, Princess Elizabeth, privileges and restrictions. Following the transformation of Denmark's monarchy from elective to hereditary in 1660, the so-called Kongelov established the reign, by the grace of God, of King Frederick III and his posterity. Of the articles of this law, all except Article 21 and Article 25 have since been repealed. Article 21 states, "No prince of the blood, who resides here in the realm and in our territory, shall marry, or leave the country, or take service under foreign masters, unless he receives permission from the king." Under this provision, princes of Denmark who permanently reside in other realms by express permission of the Danish crown do not thereby forfeit the royalty in Denmark, nor are they bound to obtain prior permission to travel abroad to marry from its sovereign, although since 1950 those not descended in male line from King Christian IX are no longer in the line of succession to the Danish throne. However, those who do reside in Denmark or its territories continue to require the monarch's prior permission to travel abroad and to marry. Article 25 of the Kongelov stipulates, with respect to blood members of the royal dynasty, they should answer to no magistrate judges, but the first and last judge shall be the king, or to whomsoever he decrees. The wording excludes those whose blood cannot be traced to the Danish monarch, although all other articles of the Kongelov have been repealed by amendments to the Constitution in 1849, 1853 and 1953. These two articles have thus far been left intact.